So this young fighter making the walk here tonight, and he's a very entertaining fighter. He's very adept at staying in the pocket while avoiding significant damage coming back. Certainly, he's made a career of frustrating opponents, stays relaxed in there, leans on the defense, and uses that defensive movement to set up his own offense. You'll see him move that head off the center line, counter beautifully, really more of a counter striker offensively. But his defense will wow you, even when the opposition feels like they have him in range. More often than not, they miss and land less than 25% of their significant strike attempts. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse. And
best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the King! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dan 50K Ige!
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, Dan Ige, rich on experience, has a strength of schedule that rivals anyone in this featherweight division. Now let's see how he approaches the early portions of this round. A lot of people felt like maybe he would go for the takedown here tonight, but training under Eric Nicksick, he has fallen in love with his striking a little bit. So going to be very interesting in terms of this stylistic challenge to see how Ige chooses to proceed. Man, this is wild. If you like offense, these fighters are going at it.
All gas, no brakes, baby. Let's go. Beautiful combination. Great job getting there.
And he counters with a left hand. Slips. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. The moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Right on the button. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you, oh, nice double leg, yes.
Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Ige.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Ige. Another ground and pound strike lands.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Under a minute now to go in the opening round.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Big ground and pound.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Points out for the end of round one.
Great work. You won that last round. This round, we want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I want to see you work that good.
All right, so let's see how he responds here, DC, after a big round for his opponent, courtesy of those leg kicks.
I mean, he landed so many leg kicks. It's hard to understand how his opponent is not checking any of them. What is he doing in the octagon that is confusing him so much? But until his opponent answers those questions, it is not on him to change anything. Continue to throw those kicks.
Round two is underway.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Ige's hook shot has had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Big right hand. Oh, beautiful combination.
Oh,
nice slip to avoid that right hand. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Establishing the jab here. Straight right is there. Oh, he's got him hurting here. Oh, huge kick to the leg. Ige's now dealing with a cheek cut. Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge factor defensively in this fight.
you can never be a stationary target, so even if the feet aren't moving, you got to be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice.
And they separate. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Under 2 minutes to go in round two. Ige gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Man, it doesn't take much for the redness to start. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he can. Ige gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done.
Using a lot of good movement.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Ige.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. Ige's eye now got that strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
That leg kick hurt.
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Now some separation. All right, round three coming up next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the left. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, my goodness.
Trying to kick the leg out.
Keep the pressure on. Everything's landing.
Connects with a beautiful jab.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
You can't miss it. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
And they separate after exiting the clinch. Nice hook lands. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Straight punch. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now.
Oh, big left. Seconds left. Slips to avoid that left. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Ige's eye is really looking pretty bad after those 5 minutes. We'll see what the cut man can do about it. But if he doesn't get the swelling to subside, that eye could swell shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Oh, nice straight there by Ige. Throwing that jab, no good. Straight right hand now, just misses. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Oh, nice right hand. Oh, just opening up on him now.
Oh, there it is. That's that one, that right hand.
Oh, perfect timing on the Superman punch. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight, and his opponent is hurting for sure.
He's hurting really bad right now. I mean, every single time a shot lands up top, you can see.
Gets underneath his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. But this guy has this one hurt very bad. And that will do it! Holy smokes!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dan 50K Ige.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly.